Good morning, students. In the last class, we have completed the some part of the partnership, that is meaning of the partnership, merits, demerits, and the features of the partnership, and the we have studied four kind of partners, that is active, sleeping, secret, and the fourth one is nominal partner. And now in today's class we have to study the fifth type of partner, that is partner by Stoppel. A person is considered a partner by Stoppel if through his her own initiative, conduct or behavior he she give an impression to other that he she is a partner of the firm. Okay, any person is called the partner by Stoppel by that if through his her own initiative, when he or she initiate itself and their behavior, they impress others that he is also the part of the partnership. Such partners are held liable for the debt of the firm because in the eyes of the third party they are considered as a partner. Okay, in such kind of partner, these partner are the liable of the debt. Whatever the company taken the liability, he is the liable for the paying all the debt, because all the third parties, they are they are not the part of the partnership. In the eyes of them, he or she is the as the partner of the partnership, so he or she is liable for the debt also, even though they do not contribute capital or take part in its management. Okay, in the partnership he is not taking participation in the contributing capital, and he doesn't take part in the or take part in the management also. Okay, suppose Rani is a friend of a Seema who is a partner of a software firm Simplex Solution. Okay, रानी क्या है, एक फ्रेंड है सीमा की, who is a partner of a software firm की एक पार्टनर है. The name of the software firm is Simplex Solution. On Seema's request, Rani accompanies her to business meeting with Mohan Software and actively participate in the negotiation process for a business deal. Okay, with the सीमाज रिक्वेस्ट ऑन सीमाज रिक्वेस्ट पे रानी ने क्या किया कि एक बिज़नेस की जो डील थी, बिज़नेस मीटिंग थी मोहन सॉफ्टवेयर के साथ, उसमें क्या किया, उसने एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट किया इन दी नेगोशिएशन प्रोसेस, इन दी डीलिंग प्रोसेस, कि वॉट एवर दी डीलिंग प्रोसेस इज़ डन इन दी बिजनेस, ही शी पार्टिसिपेट विथ हर and the deal, and gives the impression that she is also partner in Simplex Solution, and give the other partner as an impression that she is also the partner of the Simplex Solution. If credit is extended to Simplex Solution on the basis of these negotiation, Rani would be liable to for repayment of the such debt. Okay, अगर इन जो भी सिम्प्लेक्स सॉल्यूशन का अगर क्या होता है, क्रेडिट में एक्सटेंड होता है, मींस जो वो क्रेडिट ले रहे हैं उनके क्रेडिट लेने में अगर एक्सटेंशन होता है, ज़्यादा वो लोग क्रेडिट लेते हैं, लोन बोरो करते हैं, तो और रानी ने क्या किया है, रानी ने उस नेगोशिएशन में, उस डील में क्या किया है, पार्टिसिपेट किया है. फॉर पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन दैट meeting, she is also liable for the repaying the debt, because for the third party she is the partner of the firm as well. Okay, उसको क्या करना पड़ेगा, उसको जो भी लोन अगर लेती है ये सिम्प्लेक्स सॉल्यूशन, तो उस कंडीशन में रानी को भी सारे जो डेट है उसको रीपे करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज इन द आइज ऑफ द थर्ड पार्टी शी इज़ ऑल्सो अ partner. Okay, it is called the partner by Stoppel. And sixth one is partner by holding out. A partner by holding out is a person who thought he is not a partner in a firm but knowingly allow himself herself to be represented as a partner in a firm. Okay, partner by holding out, she thought or she's reacting like this, she's a not a partner in the firm but knowingly allow himself, and because he is knowingly allow himself or herself that she or he represent as a partner of the firm, such a person become liable to outsider creditor for repayment of any debt which have been extended to the firm on the basis of such representation. Okay, for the existence of the any partner who is not a partner of the firm but he or she also liable for the repaying the debt which the any partnership in any partner have taken. In case he is not really a partner and want to save himself from such a liability, he should immediately issue a denial and clarifying his position that he is not a partner in the firm. Okay, when he or she don't want to uh, uh, pay the all the debt which which the company has taken, so at that time she has clarify himself or herself, he or she clarify himself herself that he or she is not a partner of the firm, and then he or she will not liable to pay the all the debts. If he does not do so, he will responsible to the third party for such any debt. Okay, if he or she does not do this kind of anything that she or he give clarifying, so for the third party she or he is also liable for paying the debt. This is called the nominal partner by holding out. Okay, next we compare the all type of partner in one table. Okay, type is active partner, sleeping or dormant partner, secret partner, nominal partner, partner by estoppel, partner by holding out. In the case of capital contribution, active partner contribute capital, you know very well. Sleeping or dormant partner is also contribute capital, secret partner also contribute capital, nominal partner by estoppel and partner by holding out does not contribute capital in the partnership. In the case of management, active partner is participate in the management, sleeping or dormant partner does not participate in the management of the business, secret partner participate in management but secretly, but nobody know, but he or she participate in the management. Nominal partner, partner by estoppel, partner by holding out does not participate in the management of business. In the case of share in profit and losses, active partner share profit losses, sleeping or dormant and secret partner also share the profit and loss as well, and the nominal partner generally does not share profit and losses. Partner by estoppel and partner by holding out, they also does not share any kind of profit and losses of the business. In the case of liability, all the partners like active, sleeping, secret, nominal, partner by estoppel and partner by holding out, all the partner are the unlimited liability. They are not confined with the taking the liability, they have taken the as much liability as they want. Okay, next is type of partnership. Till now we have studied the type of partner, which kind of partner are in the partnership. Now we are going to study what are the kinds of the partnership. Partnership can be classified on the basis of the two factors, that is on the basis of duration and the liability. On the basis of duration, there can be two types of partnership: partnership at will and particular partnership. On the basis of liability, the two type of partnership include one with limited liability and on the other hand one with unlimited liability. These type are described in the following section. Okay, in the type of partnership, partnership can be classified on the basis of two factors, that is partnership is we are studying that the types of partnership is divided on the basis of two factor, that is on the basis of duration, means how much time they will be in the partnership, and the second with the liability of the partner, कि how much they have taken the liability for the business on the basis of duration. When we talk about the duration for the partnership, there can be two type of partnership. Okay, there are two kind of partnership on the basis of duration. First one is partnership at will. Partnership at will means कि partnership with their own interest or with the registration with the partnership, and the second one is particular partnership. Particular partnership means they have been in partnership with the some condition, with the some particular project. If that project will completed, then the partnership will come to an end. Then we talk about the when the base on the basis of liability, there are also two types of partnership include. First is with the limited liability, the partnership, the person have the limited liability, and the second one is the partner who have the unlimited liability. These type are described in the following section. Okay, so we are going to study the types of partnership on the basis of the duration. Okay, first one is partnership at will. This type of partnership exists at the will of the partner. It can continue as long as the partner want and is terminated when any partner gives a notice of the withdrawal from partnership to the firm. Second one is particular partnership. Partnership formed for the accomplishment of a particular project, say construction of a building or an activity to be carried for a specified time period, is called the particular partnership. It dissolves automatically when the purpose for the which it has formed is fulfilled, or when the time duration expires. Okay, first is partnership at will. This type of partnership is made according to the interest of the partner. It will for the formation of that type of partnership and the closure of the partnership is totally depend upon the will of the partner, means interest of the partner. They want to be in the partnership or they want to close the partnership. So it is totally depend upon the interest of the partnership. It can continue as long as they want to be in partnership, and if they want to terminate or end up that partnership, so they will give the notice, and so that they can terminate the and withdraw from the partnership agreement, and at that time the partnership will come to an end. So partnership at will simply means ki it is totally depend upon the will of the partner, interest of the partner. They want to be in partnership or they don't want to be in partnership, it's totally depend upon the partners of the any business organization. Okay, second is a particular partnership. Partnership formed for the accomplishment of a particular project. Okay, this kind of partnership is prepared, is formed only for a particular partnership, means particular project, means a say construction of a building or any activity to be carried on a specific time period. Okay, it is totally depend upon the time period. Construction of dam, construction of bridges, if that one is completed, if that project is completed, then the partnership is comes to an end. It dissolve automatically when the purpose for which it was formed is fulfilled. It is automatically end when the purpose for that which is for that purpose which is formed on that basis, when it is completed, it is automatically dissolved or end up, or when the time duration expire. For example, when it for 2 years, 3 years, and the time period is completed 3 years, then the partnership will come to an end. It is all about the types of partnership. On that, there are two types of partnership. First one is a partnership on the basis of duration, and the second one, partnership on the basis of liability. We have completed the classification on the basis of duration. It is of two types, partnership at will and the particular partnership. Now we are going to study classification on the basis of the liability of the partnership. Okay, first one is general partnership. General partnership. In general partnership, the liability of the partner is unlimited and joint. Okay. In the general partnership, the liability of the any partner is unlimited. The partner enjoy the right to participate in the management of the firm, and their acts are binding on each other as well as on the firm. Okay. Partnership is have the right to participate in the management of the business, how the manage the business, how any partner is manage the business, all the administration. In that process, all the partner of the firm is participate in the management of the business, and they act are binding on each other. They are the all the partner are bound with each other. They all are responsible for each other, as well as they are also responsible for the देयर फर्म इटसेल्फ. ओके. दोनों एक दूसरे के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, मतलब एक पार्टनर दूसरे पार्टनर्स के लिए भी रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, बाइंड एक दूसरे के साथ बाउंड है, एंड द फर्म इज ऑल्सो बाइंड विद द अदर पार्टनर्स. ओके. द रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ द पार्टनर इज ऑप्शनल. ओके. एट दैट कंडीशन द फर्म कि उस पार्टनरशिप की फर्म का रजिस्ट्रेशन क्या है, इट इज़ टोटली depend is on the optional. It may be taken or it may not be taken. The existence of the firm is affected by the death, lunacy, insolvency or retirement of the partner. Okay. The existence of how much period the partnership will continue, it is totally depend upon the death, insolvency and retirement of the any partner. Second is limited liability. In limited partnership, the liability of at least one partner is unlimited, where the rest may have the limited liability. Okay. In the limited liability, only one partner, only the liability of the one partner is unlimited, and the other member of the other partner of the firm is limited liability. Such a partnership does not get terminated with the death, lunacy and insolvency of the limited partner. Okay. And that condition, the partnership will not come to an end because of the death, lunacy and the insolvency of the partner. Insolvency, or it's all about the when the any firm or partner is not able to pay the debt, they can they can withdraw from their partnership. So it is the condition. The limited partner do not enjoy the right of the management, and their acts do not bind the firm and other partner. The partner who has the limited liability, they do not enjoy the right to be in the management of the business, and they are also not bound or bind with the other firm, other partner as well as other firm also. Registration of such partner is compulsory. Okay. In the general partnership, the registration is not compulsory, but in the case of limited partnership, the registration is compulsory. This form of partnership was not permitted in India earlier. The permission to form partnership firm with limited liability has been granted after introduction of new small enterprises policy in 1991. Okay. In earlier, this kind of partnership like limited partnership is not applicable. It's not permitted. It is permitted after the introduction of new small enterprises policy. When the new small industries policies in 1990 had come, then the limited partnership will continued is permitted in India, so that the partner of the firm also can be start the business that firm like the limited partnership. The idea behind such a move has been to enable the partnership firm to attract equity capital from friends and relatives of the small scale entrepreneurs who were earlier reluctant to help due to the existence of unlimited liability clause in the partnership form of business. It is basically because when it is not executed in India, the relative and the other member are not liable to invest their money in their firm. But after the introduction of this policy, the relative, friends and other member also free, also expend, also invest their money in their investment, in their capital also. For that purpose it is permitted in India. Now the next topic is partnership deed. What is partnership deed? Partnership is a voluntary association of a people who come together for achieving common objective. Okay, it is a voluntary association, means it is depend upon your interest and your effort, so that in that association people come together and achieve some common objective, or some common goal. In order to enter into partnership, a clear agreement with respect to the term and condition and all aspect concerning the partner is essential, so that there is no misunderstanding later among the partner. Okay, for entering in the partnership there is clear agreement. Okay, there is a clear agreement is made relating to their how much there will be partner, how much different terms and conditions are there, which kinds of rules are there, so that all the different items, rules and regulation are given to the partner, so that after the entering into the partnership they do not have any kind of misunderstanding that it is not told to them in starting. So at that condition they have to see all the terms and condition of the rule of the business. Such an agreement can be oral or written. That kind of agreement in which the different rules and regulation conditions are there given there, that agreement it may be or oral as well as written also. Even though it is not essential to have an written agreement, it is advisable to have a written agreement. Okay, it is also said that it is not necessary to have a written document, but still all the partners want to have the written agreement, because after that they cannot say that they don't have any evidence. The member of the partner, they didn't say that they don't have uh, that time of the evidence that they will in partnership, they can have to follow all the rules and regulation. For that purpose, for that security purpose, the partnership agreement is in written form, that it will be kept with the partners itself. The written document which specify the terms and condition that govern the partnership is called the partnership डीड. ओके, पार्टनरशिप डीड क्या होता है कि सिंपली जिस एग्रीमेंट में सारे टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस, रूल्स, रेगुलेशंस आर गिवन ऑफ द पार्टनरशिप, मीन्स पार्टनरशिप में आने से पहले इस पार्टनरशिप में मेरे क्या रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस हैं, क्या टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन है, दीज ऑल आर रिटन इन दी सर्टेन agreement, it is called the partnership deed. The partnership deed generally include the following aspect. Basically in partnership deed there are some points given on that agreement. That is name of the firm. First of all, it has given the name of the firm. What is the name of the firm? Next is nature of the business and location of the business. Which kind of business have, what is the nature of the business and where it is located. Duration of the business, for how much longer period of time the business is set up. Investment made by the each partner, how much investment is done by the each partner. Distributed of profit and loss, in which ratio the profit and loss should be distributed. Duties and obligation of the partner, what are the different rules or duties are of the partners. Salaries and withdrawal of the partner, what should be the salary and how much they can withdraw. These are also written in the partnership deed. Terms governing admission, retirement and expulsion of the partner, all the items related to the admission, retirement, it should also given in the partnership deed. Interest on the capital, interest on the drawing, when he or she invested money in the partnership, what should be a interest should be they have taken, and when they draw the money, what interest should be they taken, it is also written there. a procedure for dissolution of the firm. When the firm is going to wind up, what is the procedure to end up this, and preparation of account and their auditing. They will prepare, how they prepare the account, what will the asset and liability, and how it will be the checked by the different auditors. It is also given, and the method of solving dispute, if any kind of dispute and conflicts happened, so which kind of method they will adopt to solve the that dispute, it is also given there. So there are different terms and condition, different factors, different aspects are given in the partnership deed. It is called the partnership deed. In the, it is the written, it may be written as well as oral, in which there is a partner in it. Partnership deed deals with the different terms and conditions of the firm, and in which there are name of the firm, salaries, procedures or dissolution, and method of how to solve the dispute. These all are given there. Next topic is registration. Registration of a partnership firm means that the entering of the firm's name along with the relevant prescribed particulars in the register of the firms kept with the registrar of the firm. Okay, registration of a partnership means कि अगर फर्म क्या कर रहा है, किसी पार्टनरशिप के एंट्री ले रहा है किसी भी पार्टनरशिप में, तो उसमें क्या होगा, रजिस्ट्रेशन जब होगा पार्टनरशिप का, तो उसमें क्या क्या गिवन होगा, फर्म का नेम क्या है along with the relevant prescribed particulars in the registrar of the firm kept with the, ये क्या होगा, रजिस्ट्रार जो फर्म का रजिस्ट्रार है उसके पास इसको केप्ट किया जाएगा. इट प्रोवाइड द कंक्लूसिव प्रूफ ऑफ द एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ द पार्टनरशिप फर्म. ये इट विल बी दी proof for the that there is existence of the partnership firm. It is optional for the partnership firm to get registered. Okay, it is not necessary to be a registration of the firm. It is the optional. In case a firm does not get registered, it is deprived of the any benefit. If there is case that firm is not registered, it will be withdrawal from the many benefit which will be given when the firm is registered. The consequences of non-registration of a firm are as follows. There are different consequences result when the firm is not registered. First is, a partner of an unregistered firm cannot file a suit against the firm or other partner. अभी जो भी पार्टनर है अनरजिस्टर्ड फर्म का, वो कभी भी किसी के अगेंस्ट केस को फाइल नहीं कर सकता है. किसी भी पार्टनर के और किसी भी फर्म के अगेंस्ट कोई भी केस फाइल नहीं कर सकता है. द फर्म कैन नॉट फाइल अगेंस्ट दी थर्ड पार्टी. जो फर्म है अगर वो रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है तो वो लोग कोई भी फाइल नहीं कर, कोई केस फाइल नहीं कर सकती हैं अगेंस्ट थर्ड पार्टीज. द फर्म कैन नॉट फाइल अगेंस्ट द पार्टनर. द फर्म ऑल्सो कैन नॉट फाइल a case against the any partner of the firm. In view of these consequences, it is therefore advisable to get the firm registered. Okay, for that all the consequences, it is should be given that the firm should be registered. According to the Indian Partnership Act 1932, a partnership may get the firm registered with the registrar of the firm of the state in which the firm is situated. Okay, for according to Indian Partnership Act 1932, it is given that the firm should be registered with the registrar of the firm where the registrar of the firm where the in that state where the firm is located, like Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, where the firm is located, the firm should be registered on that state of the in the office of the registrar. The registration can be at the time of formation or any time during its existence. Okay, registration can be done before starting a business or with the existing of the business at any time. The procedure for getting a firm registered are as follow. There are different procedure for getting a firm registered. For first one is submission of application in the prescribed form of registrar of the firm. First of all, they have to give a application for the to the registrar of the firm the application should contain the following particular. In that application there are certain particulars are given. First one is name of the firm. What will be the name of the firm? Location of the firm, where the firm will be located. Name of the other places where the firm carries on the business. What are the other places where the firm also continue their business. The date when each partner joined the firm. The date at which all the partner will join the firm. Name and address of the partner. What will be the name? What is the name and address of the farmers from where they belong, and the duration of the partnership. What will be the duration of the partnership? This application should be signed by the all partners. So all the application, this application will signed by the all the partner who are in the partnership act, partnership deed, in partnership. Second point is deposit of required fees with the registrar of the firm. There should be a deposit of the required fees in the registrar. The registrar, after approval, will make an entry in the register of the firm. Okay, after the approval, the registrar will register the firm's name in their register and will subsequently issue a certificate of registration. And after that, the registrar will issue the certificate of registration that their name of the partnership are entered into the register. Now they can start their business itself.